and welcome to Pixie's Questions Corner, the third installment, where there are no stupid questions except for the questions that you do not ask. In lieu of stating that, I am very sad to say I did not receive any questions on my YouTube channel over the course of the last week. Very depressing. Very, very, very depressing. But I'm okay with it. Because I can understand. You don't know me, I don't know you, I'm new, this is all, ooh, stuff. So, I'm okay with it. Now, even though I don't have any questions that have been asked over the last week on my YouTube channel, I do have questions for today's installment, so I'm not lacking. Yay! In fact, when I decided to start this channel, I talked to several friends of mine that I speak to in gaming communities and on social media, and they sent me their own personal questions. So I figured I'm just going to fill in the blanks until people start asking me other questions on my channel. Yay! The first question that I'm going to actually ask is a kind of a three-part question because it covers three different types. But I can condense it down into one question. And that question was, will you be doing any tutorials? At this time, no. I will not be doing any tutorials currently for the simple fact I don't have the editing software required to be able to take the length of time that it takes me to get the stuff done shortened. So I can't really do tutorials presently. Plus, I don't really have good lighting, as you can see. So, tutorials are kind of on the back burner for right now. And the reason this question is a three-parter is because it actually came from three different people, three different questions. I just condensed it down to one. The actual questions were, are you going to be doing any recreations of body painted work using only your simplistic methods? And by what they mean is because I like taking tutorials that are done with body paint and redoing them with only using lip liners, eyeliners, eyebrow pencils, stuff like that, because it's really all I have. I don't have body paint. And I try to do them. And I show my friends through our messaging outlets where we can see each other. I show them what I can do. And they want me to kind of do something like that, to show that it can be done without body paint. I don't have the software to be able to do something like that. So that's one of the questions, which I condensed down into that, will you be doing tutorials? The other is, the second one, which got condensed down, is, will you be doing any makeup tutorials? You've helped me with my makeup, and you've also helped a couple other friends of ours with theirs. You seem very skilled with it, so will you be doing any to help anybody else? I mean, I think it would be awesome. No. I help my friends with their makeup, yes, because I get to see them, so I can, and I give them my opinion, what I think would look best on their facial structures, their features, to, accentuate either the eyes or the nose or something, stuff like that, simple stuff, to either make them stand out or make them look natural, but with that beauty-esque thing going. I'll help them with that. But no, I won't ever do a makeup tutorial, at least. I don't ever plan to. Because, it's just, makeup is designed for each specific person. You can't just do a makeup tutorial and expect it to look great on everybody. Because it just doesn't work that way. You got to look at the person and figure out what works best for their features. And that's how I do my makeup, is what looks best on me. That's how I help my friends with theirs, is I think of what would look best on them. And they generally agree. So makeup tutorials are probably not ever going to happen on my channel. Recreation of body art, makeup tutorials won't. And then Another one, this is about hair tutorials. Uh, I often do my daughter's hair in different styles. Now, the styles that I do my daughter's hair in actually come off of hair tutorials that I found on YouTube. And it's not just one style for her hair. I take 3 different hair tutorials and I turn them into one hairstyle for my daughter. Because our hair is so thin and her hair is not much longer than mine, so it's kind of like, that short, medium length, it's very difficult to find hairstyles. So it does require me to take a little of this, a little of that, and a little of this, and add it together to make, voila, beautiful hairstyle. That will probably be one of the first tutorials I will ever do. Is a showcase on taking 3 styles and turning them into one. Just got to figure out how to get my daughter to sit still and not pay attention to the camera long enough for me to be able to do it, and get the software so I can skip over, fast forward through some of the repetitive parts, because it generally takes me about an hour to an hour and 30 minutes to do her hair. So, but that will be one of the first tutorials I ever put up, is a hairstyle tutorial. It's not going to happen anytime soon, but it will be one of the first tutorials I ever put up. And if I do get around to doing it, there will be links and information on how each of them came to be, what they look like on their own, and what they look like combined together. So that's that for the tutorial question. And like I said, it was a 3-part because it was 3 different questions from 3 different people. I just kind of condensed down the one because it makes it so much easier, and yet I still ended up going in depth into each of them and explaining, which is kind of silly. But that's okay. We're entitled to be silly. Woo. Outside of the questions of tutorials that my friends have asked and want me to do, I have received, actually, I often get this question a lot, and it's not from my friends online, it's mostly from complete strangers. As you can see, I currently have red hair. In my previous videos, I had kind of like green hair. Well, I say kind of green, but it had blonde and blue and purple and yellow and brown. Why do you turn your hair so many different colors? Or why that color? Why not just, a normal color? Well, I love being different. I dye my hair kind of this bright, vibrant red, which is pretty cool because I got it from Splat, my favorite hair dyeing product. It's non-permanent, well, it's semi-permanent, but it doesn't damage your hair as much. And you get pretty interesting colors, like the red or the green. I have a purple somewhere, or orange, or pink, or blue. I think they also got a yellow. Or you can just mix and match and just dye it all sorts of different colors. I like being unique, and part of being unique, I change my hair color, and I change it a lot. Okay, about 4 times a year, and it's always a different color. Sometimes I do repeat them the next year, but it's generally never the same color in the same year. I've also been questioned because I have, unique hair color. So does my daughter. My daughter's hair is purple. She's 7. I've been asked, and well, I'll get to that one later. But I've been asked, why do I dye my daughter's hair purple? I use the same product that I use on my hair to dye my daughter's hair purple. And I do that because that's what she asks. She likes having purple hair. She likes being different. And I support it. It's not as damaging to her hair as a regular hair dye because I don't leave it in as long. I just put it in, leave it there for a couple minutes, and then wash it out. She's got that purple color. It doesn't damage her hair very much. Actually, it hasn't damaged her hair at all, to my knowledge. A taken her to a salon and they found no problems with it. But I dye her hair like I dye mine, because I believe in individuality. It helps strengthen her to be confident in who she is and how she looks. And she totally is. Now, I've been told it's not a good thing, it's a bad thing. You're a bad parent, you're this, you're that, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. Yeah, well, my daughter is happy, my daughter is healthy, and my daughter is loved. She's got oodles of self-confidence, and she's very strong. She doesn't care what other people think about her hair. It's her hair. She's happy with it, and she lets them know. So that's kind of a question I always get. Why did you dye your daughter's hair? Because that's what she wanted. You know, we made an agreement. When she told me she first wanted to dye her hair purple, I told her, I will let you dye your hair purple, but you cannot ever cut your hair yourself. Well, it's worked. Most children often try to cut their hair themselves, but my daughter has not ever cut her hair by herself. She's gotten scissors and brought them to me and asked me to trim up her bangs or, get rid of her dead ends, but not ever once has she taken scissors to her hair. And that's because she knows she doesn't get to change her hair color to purple, her favorite color. No. Those are the questions for this week. I will check back in with you next week with more questions. Hopefully, I will get some questions on my channel. If not, I'm going to answer the questions that I'm asked through the other outlets that I have. So, I'm going to sign off with this. Thank you for coming to Pixie's Questions Corner, and come again. Ask any question you want, for there is no stupid question. Peace.